From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Arnab Goswami on The Debate at 10. Presented by Reliance Jio. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group. New Ford Aspire, Ravin and Sarah. In style partner, Raymond.
Six videos accessed by Republic TV are tonight proof of Pakistan harassing Indian guests and diplomats during an iftar party in Islamabad. With Narendra Modi back and back even stronger as India's Prime Minister, there is this quivering sense of insecurity in Pakistan. Nothing else explains what they've done. Here's what happened, and then tonight, after a long time, we have the indo-pak debate.
On The Debate tonight, Pakistan's insecurity on display. These 6 videos have exposed Islamabad. Video 1 showed guests were harassed. Video 2 showed how Indian guests were chased away. Video 3 showed how Indian guests were threatened and their vehicles stowed away by the ISI. Video 4 showing how India's guests were frisked, their phones snatched. And video 5 showed empty chairs as guests are chased away. This is video 6. It's India's High Commissioner to Pakistan describing the harassment in Islamabad.
I want to apologize to all our friends who were subject to some extra scrutiny outside and who still made it. Thank you so much for making it, and thank you so much for coming. Many of our friends have been stopped outside. But I want to be positive today. We've had a new government which was sworn in just a couple of days ago, and a new government always comes with new hope.
Sadly for Pakistan, the proof is on tape. And they've been caught out. And they're back to the tit-for-tat, cheap trick diplomacy. Ironically, Pakistan has today blamed India while accusing New Delhi of harassing their guests during an iftar party in the national capital. Modi is back as India's Prime Minister, and Imran Khan has started on the wrong note. Clearly, Pakistan's insecurity is on display. Let's debate.
Right. Oh, after a long time, tonight, RSN, Sushant Sareen, after a long time and very appropriately, I may say so, we have an India-Pakistan debate. And I've been wondering, RSN, about these Pakistanis. Their worst nightmare, RSN, has come true. And their worst nightmare is called Narendra Modi. And Narendra Modi coming back even stronger in a real mandate. After we hammered them with the surgical strikes, after we conducted the Balakot strikes, after we snuffed to their terror camps, these people, Sushant, never learned their lessons. If you saw some of the behavior on display yesterday, Colonel Asad Mahmood and Sayyida Abida Hussain, she's a former federal minister and former Pakistan ambassador to the US, and Colonel Asad Mahmood. Hoodlums, Colonel Asad Mahmood. Crude, crass, caveman-like behavior. And I don't know what kind of clowns these are in Pakistan. These Pakistani clowns.
No, I would say that.
There is an iftar. There is an iftar at the Pakistan. There is an iftar at the Indian High Commission.
The debate.
And I don't understand. Your countrymen, others are being invited for a meal. I mean, have you been shoved into the annals of irrelevance to behave like a goon? To try and behave with people invited for a meal? I mean, you made an embarrassment of yourself yesterday. Across the world, you should see what people are saying. Have you read some of what people have said? Asad, should I read it out to you, Colonel Asad? Should I read out what people think of you?
Oh, you carry on, there's no problem. Yes, yeah.
Should I read out what people think of you after yesterday's comedy show?
No, if that has been the case, what happened day before yesterday in India, for that matter, in New Delhi, when we organized an iftar dinner over there, and what was the response basically from your security forces? It was the worst, and now certainly the Foreign Office is going to take up this case basically with your
So you're
government.
admitting?
No,
Sushant.
You have to see all these things.
Okay, so wonderful. So you can see there GD Bakshi. There is no shame, GD Bakshi, right? They have admitted, wonderful. You know, I like one thing about the Pakistanis, that when we ask them a straight question, they give a confession. So GD Bakshi, right on top, our Pakistani guests admit that we were harassing Indian guests at the Indian High Commission. How dare you? This is the Indian High Commission. Do you understand that? It's an Indian High Commission. How dare you do what you did yesterday? Do you know what the global media is saying about it? Have you read it, Colonel Asad? GD, does he know GD? GD Bakshi can tell him. What is the world saying about you?
You know, Arnab, the Pakistani state is a strange conglomeration. You know, they have insisted on becoming a migrant for each and every one of their neighbors, whether it is Afghanistan, whether it is Iran, whether it is the people of India, whether it is the people of Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. I mean, they have made it sure that they become a migrant, an international migrant. And each day, the levels of their infantile behavior gets worse and worse, Arnab. You know, yesterday we had invited respectable Pakistani citizens to an iftar party, conclusion of the holy month of Ramadan. I thought it was a very decent gesture. Did they have to retaliate to this gesture with such barbarous incivility to their own people?
True.
I mean, whom are you humiliating? Whom are you insulting? You are insulting your own senior Pakistani citizens, including a Major General, including Ghafoor, Major General Ghafoor of the ISPR, who's holding the flag for Pakistan. Otherwise, you know, you set upon them like, you know,
Arsalan Bhatti and Gharida Farooqi and Sayyida Abida Hussain.
Kind of treason.
You know, I want you to make another confession, Sayyida Abida Hussain, because Colonel Asad Mahmood has made one. He made the admission and the confession that we were out there like clowns outside the Indian High Commission. I want you to make a second confession tonight. What is at the core of your insecurity? Are you insecure because Modi is Prime Minister again? Are you insecure about it? What is sending you into this crazy mode?
We are certainly not insecure. We wish
you appear to be insecure.
Modi well. No, we are not. We hope that Prime Minister Modi, in his second term in office, will have a more positive and more friendly attitude towards Pakistan.
Sushant
We wish him good luck.
Madam.
Oh, wait, one second. We done with a friendly attitude towards you.
This is, I think what happened, listen, Arnab, what happened yesterday actually gives a lie to what Begum Abida Hussain is saying. Very, very clearly, that was to me, see, this is nothing new. It's always happened in Pakistan. I have traveled extensively out there, and I can tell you that anybody who was going to the Indian High Commission or to India House was always harassed. Even people who were applying for visas were harassed, they were questioned, all sorts of interrogations used to happen, so much so that once when I had gone to a friend's house for dinner, the spooks landed up in his house and harassed his wife. So this is something which has always happened in Pakistan. Now the thing is that the fact that it happened yesterday, after weeks of the Pakistanis leaning over backward trying to tell us that they're genuinely interested in good relations with India, that they look forward to working with Mr. Modi, you know, all the homilies that were being paid to normalization of relations, I think what happened yesterday puts a lie to all of that. And the sooner we wake up to that and understand that the Pakistani agents in India who keep advocating that let us help Pakistan, let us save Pakistan from itself, are talking nonsense. Frankly, the job of the government of India is to do good by the citizens of India. They shouldn't bother about Pakistan. In fact, the more we ignore the Pakistanis, the better it is. They don't count for anything.
On a closer look, however.
Sushant. They don't stop India's growth.
Sushant.
They do not contribute to it. So why do we bother about these guys?
Arnab.
Yes, go on. I'm listening to you.
Better you don't bother about these things.
Gaurav is
Because
also.
that is the problem with your country. Yeah, that is the problem with your people, with your government. All the time you are concerned, all the time you are insecure from Pakistan, not Pakistan. Imagine you are 6 times bigger in population, 6 times bigger in area, and still you are focused on what? On Pakistan all the time, for heaven's sake. And I think now is the time that your Prime Minister Modi has to start a fresh term.
Let me tell you this, Colonel Asad Mahmood. Let me tell you this, Colonel Asad Mahmood. Let me tell you one thing, Colonel Asad Mahmood, and please don't mind, I want to be honest and straight with you. Can I have him on the screen? Colonel Asad Mahmood, RSN a minute. I need to tell him something. Colonel Asad Mahmood, don't mind this. Don't mind Garida Farooqi, don't mind Arsalan Bhatti. But honestly, a country whose economy is the size of Fiji, a country whose economy is the size of Papua New Guinea,
your concern. Don't bother about
country
economy.
whose
This is the problem. It is our problem.
a country whose
with
economy
India.
is the size of the Canary Islands. I mean, an insignificant
You
speck
forget
on the
about
world.
that. Then why are you focused on Pakistan?
No, I'm not. But I want to tell you why.
Because of Pakistan.
No. Assad, I know I'm speaking to you after a long time.
This is what I wanted
Breathe.
to say, Arnab.
Breathe.
That is
Breathe.
what I wanted to say.
Breathe tonight. Breathe.
Why you're insecure
Breathe.
because of
Let me tell you one thing. RSN, can I say this?
All the people were invited from different countries.
Yeah, we didn't.
Not Pakistan.
Yes.
See, and you say you wanted to have.
There you are.
God's sake.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful. The cat is out of the bag. Oh, God. Gaurav, you heard that. Sushant, you heard that. The cat is out of the bag.
No problem.
Thank you, Assad.
Yeah.
You know something.
Yeah.
You guys.
That is the problem.
You guys, one second.
That is
Viewers,
the real problem with
that
you
is the
people.
real problem. Why didn't you invite us to the swearing-in ceremony of Narendra Modi?
There is no problem.
Why did you not invite
the
us to the
ceremony
grand
would have
swearing-in
really
ceremony of
better
Narendra Modi?
for
When
you people.
everybody from the BIMSTEC countries, from the SAARC nations were there. When the president of Kyrgyzstan was there, when the prime ministers of all the nations from Bangladesh to the president of Maldives were there, when the Sri Lankan heads were there, when Nepalese government was there, when Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, everybody was there. Why were we not there? Oh my God, I'm sorry, we can't do anything about it because you don't matter. Assad, do you realize that? You don't matter. The sight of your prime minister groveling shamelessly before the IMF chief, the silly grin on Imran Khan's face as he went with a begging bowl.
Like that.
You don't matter.
Colonel sir.
I'm just telling you, you are nobodies. You have no standing anymore. You do
yes,
realize
you are
this.
Nobody, you got no concern.
No, but why will we call you RSN, RSN and Gaurav?
We didn't say anything to you.
Gaurav, his point is, why didn't you invite us for the swearing-in ceremony? Why didn't we? Why didn't we? Let's tell him why didn't we?
1 minute.
Why didn't we, Sushant? Sushant, why didn't we?
Famous nowadays on social media network.
Colonel Sahab.
I'll tell you what's also
Sushant first. First, Sushant, I'm coming to RSN. Let Sushant deal with why we didn't.
Tom-tomming this OIC. They've been tom-tomming it. The declaration which was issued by the OIC, the Mecca declaration yesterday, does not even mention the name Kashmir. It does not mention Kashmir. Can you believe it? They mentioned Palestine. They mentioned all the issues.
Arsalan Bhatti, you don't have to be quiet, Arsalan.
They haven't mentioned Kashmir. It's in
Garida Faruqi, you don't have to be quiet,
but
Garida.
it's not there in the declaration, which is the main document.
OIC conference. Don't bother about it. It is going to be there. And it's going to be very painful for you people. Yeah.
Okay, Garida is on the debate. Garida Faruqi on the debate with Gaurav Arya. Garida.
Please go ahead and read it.
Garida. Yes, Garida.
Arnab, could you please repeat your question, because there are so many voices jumbling and mumbling up. Because the last I heard, you were comparing the economy of Pakistan and the size of Pakistan. I do not want to demean your country. I do not want that, because there are certain diplomatic, certain journalistic norms which I would definitely follow. But let me at least say that if Pakistan did not matter to India, if Pakistan did not matter to you, if Pakistan did not matter to Arnab Goswami, you would not have invited all 4 of us from Pakistan, and you would not have been having all this debate. Number one. Number two, coming back to your first question, what happened?
Let her complete. I want to be tolerant towards her. Gaurav is on the debate with her. Calm down, everyone.
Could you please
Continue speaking. Continue speaking.
Put up the question.
Who
And
tortured
if
her
you put
own
up the
maid and was
question,
going
you
to
would
go to
have to
prison
listen
for
to
it.
the answer completely to that. Could you answer me, because I'm a journalist myself?
No,
I have
so
the
you are
questions
hearing
from
from a
Indian
lady
side.
who tortured
Could you answer
a
what
preteen
happened
maid
at New
of
Delhi?
hers and was going to go to prison for it, and
Pakistan High
she's
Commission at the
preaching
Iftar party.
diplomatic niceties
What
to
were
us.
the insecurities? Could you answer me, what were the insecurities on March 22nd, Pakistan Day, held at the event held at the Pakistan High Commission in New Delhi? What were the insecurities? Pakistan is certainly
There were no
not insecure.
insecurities.
It
You were
was
just
Prime
being,
Minister Imran
you were just
Khan.
being administered
Prime
a taste
Minister
of your
Imran
own medicine.
Khan, when he made his victory speech, he was the first one who held out the hand of friendship towards India, who said to India कि आप एक कदम आगे बढ़ाएं, हम 2 कदम 10 कदम आगे बढ़ाएंगे. Not even that, when Pakistan shot down 2 IAF planes, fighter planes, it was Prime Minister Imran Khan who still extended the hand of friendship, who still offered to India कि आप अभी भी पाकिस्तान से दोस्ती की बात
Okay,
करें,
now
आप
Garida, Garida, I want to speak to you. Thank you very much for your intervention. Now hear me, Gaurav, before you come in. Before you come in, I want to give 3 points, 3-point reply there, and then I will let Gaurav take over. 3 points, Garida, and please hear me very carefully and don't intervene when I'm speaking. Point number 1. I'm sorry about that comparison I made with the economy of Papua New Guinea. I was wrong, Garida. Actually, I have been corrected by some of my friends who have an expertise in global macroeconomics that actually the economy of Papua New Guinea is far healthier, stronger and more stable than that of your country. Second point. You people are so utterly shameless, Garida, that you stole money. Your ISI stole money from the purses of the guests who were invited to the Indian High Commission. Do you realize how fallen down a Girawa thing that is to do? Third point, as far as what happened after we bombed the hell out of you in Balakot, remember this. You know Imran Khan.
Really, did you?
I'll tell you one thing. No, I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you. Yes,
did you guys really bomb?
Well, I mean,
Where are the evidences,
I'm
by
sure
the
you
way?
are also now. Where are you? Are you in Hawaii? Are you in Hawaii? Are you in Hawaii? Garida, calm down. Garida, you are in Hawaii or Islamabad? Are you in Hawaii or Islamabad?
I think you
are you in Hawaii or Islamabad? Because if you don't know that, then I doubt your balance. Now here's a point. Here's a point. Now I'll tell you the 4th point, and Gaurav will tell you this. Listen, you and all Pakistanis, listen now. we would have bombed the living daylights out of Pakistan had your Imran Khan not behaved properly. Imran did what he did because he was. Imran did what he did, Gaurav knows, because we would have bombed the living daylights out of Pakistan. You guys would be bombed out of existence. You guys were fighting in your country's parliament. You were fighting saying, why did we give in to India? The reality is, and I haven't told you this, I haven't told a Pakistani this since then. It's the first time Pakistanis have come on my program. But I'll tell Asad this. Asad knows this, and Gaurav, you can tell him this. Pakistan did not have a choice. We would have bombed the living daylights out of you. Gaurav, you can tell him the truth. Arsalan Bhatti knows this. They fought internally. They had internal issues. Yeah, Arnab, but I think they knew the reality. Yes.
Arnab, you know, the Pakistanis keep on saying that, you know, if we are so insignificant like Papua New Guinea, why are you, you know, why is your election campaign this thing against Pakistan, or why do you take Pakistan's name? The reason is that Pakistan is an international size migraine. And Pakistan spreads terror into other countries. It spread terror in Afghanistan, India, Iran, and other places. This is well documented. Secondly, this Pakistani lady said, we have shot down 2 planes. If you shot down 2 planes, where is the pilot of the other plane? And number 3, if nobody died in Balakot, and if there was no Indian Air Force attack in Balakot, why did you allow the international press to enter Balakot after 40 days?
Asad,
what were you doing for 40 days? कौन सी सफाई चल रही थी वहाँ पे 40 दिन?
ठीक है, ये मैं आपसे कहना चाहता हूँ, और उसको छोड़ा के आप बड़ा वो अपने दुनिया को कहते हो जी कि हम बड़े
बाजू साहब वही मरोड़ते हैं जिनके बाजुओं में दम होता है. हमारे
बांग्लादेश का मरोड़ लिया, वो नेपाल का, वो किसी और का आ जाते ना. 27 फरवरी को देख लिया था. क्या हुआ 27 फरवरी को आपके साथ?
एक बात बताइए जनाब, आपका बाजू चाइना मरोड़ता है. चाइना आपका बाजू नहीं मरोड़ता. चाइना बाजू नहीं मरोड़ता पाकिस्तान का. चाइना से जब भीख मांगने जाते हो, चाइना पाकिस्तान का बाजू नहीं मरोड़ता. कितना पैसा लेके बैठे हो सबसे? सबसे भीख मांग के पैसा लेके बैठे हो और हमें बोल रहे हो कि बाजू मरोड़ो.
For God's sake,
no, I don't think.
Is this the way level of debate?
RSN, no, I'll tell you the level of debate. I'll tell you the level of debate. One minute, just a minute. You know, RSN. We must forgive these Pakistanis sometimes because they're in a sensitive situation. They are in a sensitive situation.
You don't have to forgive, not at all.
You know something, Asad, listen to me. Asad, listen.
No.
Asad, listen. RSN, 1 minute. RSN, let me tell you one thing. You are insecure, I'll tell you why, Asad. Because your Prime Minister cannot distinguish between a Saudi king and a translator. You have a Prime Minister who cannot distinguish between the King of Saudi Arabia and his translator at the OIC summit in Mecca. You have a crazy, ignorant man as your Prime Minister. He's a laughing joke. You don't know about it, no, Gaurav? He can't distinguish between the Saudi king and a translator. Gaurav is on the debate. Gaurav is on the debate. I'm saying this to you.
There are so many things to be said.
Gaurav is on the debate.
चौकीदार किधर चला गया?
No, Sushant is on the debate. Sushant is on the debate. Sushant is on the debate. Sushant on the RSN is on the debate. I'll also tell you one thing. Stop obsessing on Narendra Modi. Stop obsessing on Narendra Modi. Narendra Modi today is one of the tallest leaders of the world. So you be careful. RSN.
Why is Imran behaving? After the Balakot strike, Colonel Saab, why is Imran so rattled and why is he behaving like a zombie? He puts Germany and Japan as neighbors. He talks of kamikaze and he talks of, religious.
Arslan.
Compares them with religious
Arslan.
And he talked of Islamophobia. He spoke of Islamophobia all over the world,
RSN a minute. Arslan, I'd like to get Arslan and Gaurav back on the debate. Arslan and Gaurav. We've been examining the psychotic behavior of Pakistan for a while. And let me tell you, Gaurav, actually people ask me, why is Pakistan behaving psychotically? And I tell them that, listen, Pakistan is Pakistan's entire economy. Do you know this, Gaurav? Pakistan's entire economy is 30% or less the size of Mumbai's economy. Where we are broadcasting this from, Arslan, is the great city of Mumbai, India's financial capital. $1 trillion economy. Pakistan is less than 30% the size of Mumbai. It is not, it's not a poor neighbor. It's a neighbor in extreme poverty. Yes, Saida Abida Hussain, why are you protesting so loud? What wrong did I say?
No,
You are a tiny, insignificant economy, and the sooner you realize that, the better for you.
All your criticism.
No, not criticism, observation.
Pakistan is flourishing. Pakistan.
I am sure you're flourishing. Can I ask you?
Pakistan
God.
does not look towards India with
God.
hostility.
This is wonderful.
We are confident and we are
Tell me one thing.
optimistic.
Yeah, you must be optimistic, because what else but optimism can you live on now? One second.
Exactly what it is. This is what it is.
You are
Assad.
There are people, more than
Assad.
80% who are having toilets.
Assad, don't scream like this. You are embarrassing your country. I now want to ask you, Garida Farooqui, to debate on this issue. Garida Farooqui to debate with Sushant Sareen. Garida, tell me one thing, and please do not, I had no malintention when I compared your economy to that of Papua New Guinea. You are worse. I corrected myself. I wish to ask you, Garifa, I have been very curious about this, Garida. Have I lost the connection with Garida? Is she there? No, she's there. I can hear her. I don't know if she can hear me. Sushant?
Must be from Punjab.
No, I'm asking.
Madam must be from Punjab.
I'm asking. Let me ask Arsalan in that. Arsalan, tell Sushant Sareen today, how is it for Pakistan to go begging for the 22nd time within 65 years? You went begging for the 22nd time to the IMF. The Indian nation wants to know, truly, how is it like to go begging for a loan for the 22nd time? You know, we are trying to understand the reasons why you're spooked, but just tell me about it.
India never took loan from IMF.
Arsalan?
With India never took loans from IMF or never taken any
India
loan
can
from
give a loan to the IMF, Arsalan, many times over.
Okay, I stand corrected then.
Many times over.
Number two, Pakistan is my democratic Pakistan. You should not worry. Our Prime Minister is not ignorant man. He is a superman.
He's a superman. Okay, fine. He said he's a superman. Assad, take it forward because of a bad line. Sushant, hey, Gaurav is clapping. Yes. he said Imran Khan is a superman. I have no doubt. I saw the look on his face after Balakot. Assad and Gaurav.
They call him the Dim.
Any derogatory Pakistan because
Arsalan.
Asad Mahmood sahab aapne kisko Superman bana diya? Who have you just called Superman? Imran Khan.
What about India?
Viewers, are you having a good time watching these Pakistani guests tonight?
Every 3 years you're going to the IMF for loans. And your Prime Minister is Superman.
You forget about the loans which
I don't understand your version of Superman. Is the Pakistani definition of Superman is somebody who can't do anything?
You be concerned about the Indian people, about the Indian masses. What is happening? Have you been able to raise the standard of the Indian masses?
Assad, listen. I'm telling you why that behavior happened in Islamabad yesterday. I don't know if Garifa is back. Garifa, you back? Garida is back on the debate. Garida Farooqui is back on the debate. Gaurav, 1 minute. Gaurav, a minute.
You can question about economy.
Garida.
Arnab, you can question about economy all that you want from what we have heard sitting in your 4x4 studio.
It's not a 4x4.
You can question about Pakistan's economy. So, but let me put it over here.
You should come
Have
to the
you read
Republic TV
CNN
studios.
article?
It's not 4
Have
by
you
4.
read
It's
Washington
massive.
Post article just 3 days back that India's economy is badly stumbling as Narendra Modi has taken over the second tenure? Have you read that CNN article? Have you read that Washington Post article? How badly India's economy is stumbling down.
We don't require the
in
blessings
India
of
title
Washington
is
Post.
falling on its knees.
India is a superpower.
I want to.
आपको
No, no.
Washington Post के टुकड़े चाहिए, हमें नहीं
No, no.
चाहिए।
First of all, no, no. One sec. Gaurav and Sushant Sareen are frozen. Otherwise, I'll go to them.
How bad Narendra Modi is for India. Coming into power for the second term. Have you guys read those articles?
Yeah, I heard you there. I heard you there. Sushant, before you come in, I want to respond on a question on the size of the studio.
Okay,
1 minute. Sushant, may I please? May I give one point and then I hand over to you? No, I give 1 point and I hand over to you. No, Sushant, just 1 minute. Let me respond on the size of the studio. And then you can come in. One second.
In your 4x4 studio, you can question anything you want about the economy of Pakistan.
Okay, Garida, I'll tell you one thing. I will invite you to the Republic studios. There are 4,000 by 4,000. One. B, as far as Washington Post is concerned, the Republic Media Network can buy over 1,000 Washington Posts. I feel sorry for your understanding of the Indian economy, the size of India's media, and the size of our country. The third point is to you, and please come down to understand the reality of your country. You are the #1 beggar economy of the world. Your foreign exchange reserves, allow me to tell you, Assad, have you got your ration at home? Assad, listen to me. Assad, listen to me. Don't overreact. Don't overreact. Assad, I'll tell you one thing. Your foreign exchange reserves are enough for only 2 months of imports. You have borrowed money from UAE, Saudi Arabia and China. And to add to your wonder of being a dilapidated country, the IMF has downgraded your growth projections to 2%. Your growth is at 2%. You know how bad you are? Do you even understand where you stand? Do you know it? Do you know it?
Even less than 2% is good enough to take you on.
GD Bakshi, they've gone crazy.
To do something,
the one difference I find from when I saw the post spoke to the Pakistanis the last time is the extent of craziness.
Colonel Saab, with your kind permission, can I just state a few facts? Thank you. You know, Arnab, as Paul Kennedy said, Pakistan is a classic over-militarized state. Let me tell you what Paul Kennedy said. Paul Kennedy said Pakistan is a classic over-militarized state that will be perpetually on the brink of economic collapse because in other countries, the countries have an army. In Pakistan, it is the Pakistani army which owns the state, overspends, and 4 times in the last 4 decades.
Okay, tell me one thing. Tell me, I'm curious. Sayyida Abida Hussain, let her speak, please. Don't be rude. Sushant Sareen and Sayyida Abida Hussain.
What I want to...
Sayyida Abida Hussain, my question to you is that, and would you be so kind to listen to me? And Sayyida Abida Hussain, you have seen, you have understood things over a period of time, and I'm just asking you. You can debate this with Sushant Sareen. Sayyida Abida Hussain, the global commentary is that Pakistan's lost the plot after Narendra Modi's come back a second time so strong. He is your worst nightmare. Why is he your worst nightmare? Why is Pakistan reacting in this, childish, immature manner after Narendra Modi came back so strong? If you look at the chronology of your behavior, Ms. Hussain, it is not normal. It's like something's gone wrong after the 23rd when this colossal victory was registered. What is it about Modi? Please tell me, what is it about Modi that makes you so worried about your present and your future?
We have...
Tell me.
We have not reacted negatively at all. We have not reacted negatively. Your emphasis on our economy.
Ma'am, please.
You should come here.
Take a breath. Yeah.
Come here.
No, I'll pass that on to Asad. Ma'am, do catch your breath. No, do catch your breath. You can take a break on this, but I'm asking you, why, please, and if someone can pass some water to Ms. Hussain. But may I ask you, Colonel Asad Mahmood, you tell Gaurav today. Just tell Gaurav today what is your issue. Why are you reacting like this after Modi came back? Please tell us. And please feel free.
Let me, Arnab,
share your deepest concerns. Be honest with me. We'll understand. Don't worry.
Okay, Arnab, first of all, let me tell you. Let me congratulate you and your channel that you worked a lot for the BJP and Narendra Modi. And Narendra Modi is now in the office of Prime Minister. And congratulations to you and to him as well. First of all, I would say like this. The second thing
No, one second. Asad, don't try to go on to the second sentence. No, don't try to go to the second sentence and then shout, no. You know something, Asad? I'll tell you one thing. I always give it back.
Yeah.
Right? I give it back nice and strong. You don't behave like a typical Pakistani, saying one thing and then running away. You are the kind of people, if there was a small fuljari, if you were to light a small firecracker, you would light it from a distance, worried that it will burst in your face.
We are sitting
Asad,
here to
do you realize what it means when a country of 1 billion people votes in the manner that it has?
Yeah.
Do you realize
this is good enough? So you should be proud of it. Why Pakistan?
Good enough.
Why should it be point of
No, but I'm not concerned about you. I'm concerned about the state of your country's overall mental health. Because since Balakot and now, first Balakot, right? First Balakot and now Narendra Modi's return. Now the imminent entry of India into the UN Security Council. The fact of the matter is that the Chinese, the Russians are all engaged in strategic discussions with India, and so are the Americans. And what happened to you? Your Prime Minister going for a 22nd time for a piddly little loan.
So what
No. Is that the reason why you behave like that day before?
If we are going to IMF, no. I say Pakistan is going to IMF. Is it a problem basically for India?
No, there's no problem.
What is the problem?
No, I have a problem with the way you behaved day before
yesterday. We want to have dialogue with
Gaurav,
you. We say
you can go to hell. I don't care. I am concerned with the way you troubled our guests at the iftar celebration. I am saying, Asad, to you and through you to all Pakistanis, don't you dare. We were nice to you the last time. We almost thought of bombing the living daylights out of you. Then we let you off. But if you behave like this now, you're going to get it. Do you realize that Garida knows it? Arsalan knows it. You are going to get it. And you have no choice.
Arnab, how generous
you don't have the munitions for a day.
Bombing, and then you guys took off. But Pakistan did almost bomb off that compound. Who was in that compound?
You couldn't even bomb Osama bin Laden's compound, Garida. You sponsored Osama bin Laden for 10 years. No, did you not? Did you not protect Osama bin Laden? Don't we know you? Gaurav, why don't you tell her the truth?
Pakistan going to IMF.
1 second.
Could you please tell me why US
I am happy for you that you have been bought over by the IMF, but you're not understanding. My concern is with our country, our people, our Indian High Commission got it.
After Modi has coming back.
Stop repeating Modi. Don't you embarrass yourself?
Modi has come back to power. Why United States has
morning, day and night. Gaurav, GD Bakshi, morning, day and night.
Arnab, could you please ask
morning, day and night, viewers, I want to tell you, in Pakistan it is Modi. Their TV, their papers, their people, their commentators, morning, day and night, viewers. In Pakistan it is Modi.
Can you ask America why is that withdrawn the special trade status from India after Narendra Modi has come back into power? Can you ask America?
Thank you.
Why is that behave childish?
Madam, the problem is that your country has an attention deficit. You wish to draw attention to yourself. You wish to draw the attention of the world away from your economic woes. And your only way to get the world to focus on you is to be a nuisance.
Why has America withdrawn
Can I just finish?
Trade status
Madam,
from India?
Madam, can I just finish? I'd love to listen to you.
No, 1 second. Garida, do you know? One second. Can I, GD Bakshi, have a one-line reply to Garida? No, one-line reply to Garida on the point she made. 1 second. Garida, now listen to me for a while, okay? And then I'll explain something to you which you can repeat to other people. Big nations like China, India, America, big and powerful nations have disputes and resolve them. Right now, there is a dispute between China and America, and there is a dispute on some issues with India. You know why this is? I'll teach you simple economics. Maybe you didn't learn it in college. Because there are large exports and imports, large amounts of money, tariffs matter, and hence there is a fair amount of, stress on trade issues sometimes. It doesn't matter to countries like Papua New Guinea, Fiji, and Pakistan, because you don't matter. Big countries have disputes with each other. Have you understood that now? And big countries also resolve them. Do you get that simple point?
No, I have not understood because I have not yet
Did you understand that,
Why has
Garida? It's
Why
a
has
simple
United
question.
States withdrawn the special trade status? What is the reason?
Because we are because India.
Allow me to tell her.
Please explain to her once. Okay, Sushant, your turn. Explain to her.
What is the economic reason behind?
Okay, so let me educate her. So,
Please do.
Oh, I'll tell you, if you just keep quiet and listen. I'm not your mate that you can, bash up and go to the police station. I'm an honorable citizen of India. So here is the thing. The US has withdrawn what was a unilateral concession, which was given normally to countries which deserve a leg up on international trade. The US has come to the conclusion that the Indian economy is strong enough to stand on its own feet, and certain concessions which were given to some of the Indian products need not be given anymore.
Now I go back.
They recognize the competitiveness of Indian exports and have withdrawn it. Number one. Number two, the total amount of duties which are going to be implemented are only about $200 million. $200 million is enough to take
I will. Garida, I assure you. Garida, I assure you.
It's a very small amount.
Garida, I assure you of our deepest sympathies for your situation today. I wish to tell Syed Abida Hussain that as a former Federal Minister of Pakistan, she must realize that we all empathize with the unfortunate circumstances in Pakistan today. We just request the Pakistani government not to embarrass themselves in the way they did. And if you're short of money, not to steal money from the purses of guests attending the iftar. You have stolen money from the purses and handbags of guests attending the iftar. Can you think about it, viewers? What a situation it must be there. I assure you of my sympathies and my empathy, nothing more.